So, how do you actually create an account with MyExpatTaxes? It's really easy. Go to myexpattaxes.com and then from there, go ahead and create an account. If you already have an account, obviously log in, but if you don't have one, go ahead and choose create an account for free. And then from there, you will go ahead and enter your basic information. So I won't bore you with the details of, typing my name and my email and all of that, but I think you get the gist. You would type in your name, you let us know your email, the password you want to use. You want to let us know if you want two-factor authentication. Obviously, for GDPR purposes, let us know that it's okay to process your data and store it. And then we have some security checks to make sure that, you're not a robot, because robots don't have to do tax returns yet. Maybe in the future, but not right now. Anyways, so once you've gone ahead and activated your account, just go ahead and log in and go through the steps. It's, all laid out for you. Just go next, right? I know it can be tempting sometimes to skip ahead, but like I said, it's the best process and the smoothest process to just go step by step. Obviously, we need to ask you questions if what you want to do in terms of consenting to newsletters, offers, things like that. So obviously you click yes to everything, right? Now we get to the questionnaire part. So you have to tell us information such as, are you a US citizen? Right? Did you revoke your US citizenship? Did you acquire US citizenship? Because obviously then we need to determine what form you're filing. And that's what's really cool with MyExpatTaxes is you can file 1040, you can file 1040 NR, or even a dual status tax return, including both 1040 and 1040 NR. And so it is a common misconception. This is only for Americans living abroad. That's what we started with. But again, if you are an American living abroad, if you're an expat living in America, if you're someone that gave up US citizenship or just acquired US citizenship, or, the same with the US green card, it really doesn't matter. You can probably use MyExpatTaxes, so go ahead and give it a try. With that being said, we need to know, well, where do you live? Are you living in the US? Are you living outside the US? When did you move abroad? And so that will really customize your profile to kind of fit, well, what questions we'll be asking you. And you'll also know what's going on because we do have this really handy navigation menu on the left side. And so those are the different sections. I know it can feel like there's maybe a lot of steps going on, but I promise you they're pretty straightforward. And, where are you working? Are you married? Not? Do you have children? Are you, supporting anyone? So like the basic questions. Obviously, then you have a section that is about US tax documents. So if you selected that you do work in the US or you were in the US or that you have US tax documents, you would see that section. Otherwise, you wouldn't even see it if you were just an expat that has no US related income. And then from there, you would see, okay, well, what's your worldwide income? Do you have salary, self-employment, rental income, things like that? We get into deductions if you want to claim any certain deductions. We actually say that for a lot of people, deductions might not make a difference. And so that's something you can always, kind of go through and not really don't dig up all the receipts right away, right? Because that takes a lot of time. And then you can see at the end, if you owe taxes, it might be worth it to go back to the deduction section. Now we obviously have the FBAR section embedded into MyExpatTaxes because FBARs are very important for a US tax return. And from there, we just ask, do you want to file an FBAR with us? If you do, obviously, what's your account information? And then, the finishing touches. What's your social security number? Do you have a US bank account you want to put on file with your tax return in case you get a refund? Things like that. And then you look at your income, you look at the estimate for taxes owed or a refund. And if you decide to pay, then you would go ahead and pay for whichever plan you want. And then from there, it's pretty straightforward of either work with a tax professional to get the final bits prepared or review the tax return that you have prepared yourself and then go ahead and e-file it.